So Mouse PI for Hire dropped a new trailer today, and while I'm happy to see that we're getting more gameplay of the game, I wonder if it's going to kind of push my concerns aside about it. Well, I shouldn't even really say concerns, more like questions. But I'm gonna check out the trailer first before I get into all of that. Nobody can say that the animation isn't amazing. It's awesome. You know what the game is really reminding me of? It's really reminding me of with these different weapons. It's making me think of kind of like Ratchet and Clank. Not that the game is supposed to be like a Ratchet and Clank, but just the different unique kinds of weapons. Just that's what I think of. But the concerns I have are still present with what I'm seeing. All right, so oh wait, hold on, there's still a little bit there. Oh. Okay, so now I've watched the trailer, I can say that my concerns are still there. So I keep saying concern is not the right word, more like wonder, I guess. I don't know. What I'm thinking about is like, okay, so the game, obviously visually it's super unique, it's awesome, but what I've been wondering about it as I've watched more gameplay from what we've already seen, I've been wondering how difficult the game is gonna be, because I was expecting to see maybe a few like more enemies kind of surround you, but it seems incredibly easy. And it could be just that in the trailers that they've shown, they've had the gameplay turned down, because of the art style. I think Cuphead, and we all know Cuphead can get pretty ridiculous on difficulty. So because of that, I'm thinking the game's gonna be difficult, but I don't think this game, from what I see, I don't think the game is necessarily supposed to be difficult. I think it's supposed to be kind of an easy, sit back and chill romp. You know, something that you could even have your kids play this. And that's not necessarily a bad thing. It's not necessarily a bad thing that you can have your kids play it, but it's just it just kind of subverted my expectations and my own personal expectations. I can't put that on them, but it just kind of subverts my expectations on what the difficulty would be because of the art style. I feel like that's kind of going to be a thing anytime we have a game with this art style come out. And I might be completely alone in this. I might be one of the only people thinking about that. Everybody else may be seeing it and be like, oh no, it looks fine. It looks like it'll be like somewhat difficult or whatever. So let me make it absolutely clear for the people in the back that are gonna hear me say that and be like, oh my God, how can you're just hating on the game? It is not me hating on the game. It's just something that I noticed that I had a question about. And if it is easy, hey, who cares? It's just one of those things that it's one of those things like, you know, where you think something and it's like, I wonder if anybody else thinks this, or am I alone in what I'm thinking? That's really my thoughts on Mouse PI. I plan to get in and play it, but I feel like if it's as easy as it looks, I feel like it's gonna get boring after about an hour or something. All right, I had to go back to the original gameplay from Gamescom. It was last year. So this is what I'm talking about. I wanted to show you guys what I'm thinking of when I say the game looks like it'd be very easy. Like, it doesn't feel like the enemies kind of aggro onto you too aggressively. Like he immediate, like this one immediately kind of went at you, but see, like they just kind of, you see how he kind of moves more like this, and he didn't really even do anything. Maybe he'll like hit you and like it'll be half health right there. Like maybe the enemies will just hit hard. But like, actually this is a good example. So like right here, where was it? Yeah, see, it's like, there's just there's not a bunch of like, doesn't seem like there's much tension in the room. Like, I'm also thinking about it like, kind of thinking like Doom, where like, you know, the enemies aggro onto you, they kind of come at you and you kind of got to watch your back. You're looking all over the place. But in here, it feels very subdued. You know, it's like there's like one or two enemies in every room. Like it's almost like the main point of the game is literally just the art style in the world, which is fine. Again, that's completely fine. And to be fair, we also have to, I should say I also have to be, you know, realistic that it could be that the weapons that they're using are also, they could be like max upgraded to where they're one-shotting everything, you know, so maybe it's not a good sample to go off of. Maybe like when you actually get your hands on the game, it, you know, these shots that are taking these people out in like 1 or 2, it may take, you know, 4 or 5 actually. So get in the comments, let me know what you think. Do you think that Mouse PI is going to be an easy game, and then thereby it being an easy game, it could be seen as kind of like a possibly a boring game? Or do you think that it's perfectly fine and you think that it actually will be difficult? Or are you kind of in the middle, like, oh, it just looks like a cool game, I'll just play it? No anger or hate here on it or anything. It's just something that I personally just am looking at. So get in the comments, let me know what you think. I'll see you in the next time.